Hello, everyone. It is Monday. It's the first Monday that we're back at school, and we are trying to just figure out what that schedule looks like. I feel super overwhelmed, and I wanted to just hop on real quick because I've been feeling super guilty about being overwhelmed and kind of depressed about this whole situation. And then it occurred to me, I have every right to feel that way, and so do you, if you do. So I just wanted to talk about that real quick. The attitude that I've had henceforth has been that, no one in my family is sick, and we're all able to work still. Like, those of us who work from home can, and those of us, like my husband, he cannot work from home, but he still has a stable job. It's a hospital, which is very scary, but it's still a stable job. So as far as our finances and our health, nothing has changed all that much, unless my husband brings something home from the hospital, which for a hypochondriac like me is a real thought, but that's another thing. Anyway, it's just that there are so many blessings that we're experiencing at this time compared to so many people. And so I've been feeling just kind of down, and I'm a hypochondriac anyway. I struggle with that. So my throat's been hurting, and I've been really low energy, and I haven't felt well for a couple of days. And so I just have been fighting with those feelings of depression and overwhelm and chastising myself because I had no right to feel like that when other people are experiencing such hardships. And then it occurred to me, it's okay to feel overwhelmed, because let's just think about this. Anything where we're in an unknown situation is scary, and that's exactly where all of us are at. We don't know when things are going to go back to normal. We don't know if we are going to become infected with a virus. We don't know if we do get the virus, if we're going to have adequate health care, and a million other questions that are going on. So there's the unknown, which is scary. And then there's the stuff like our kids having to miss graduations or field trips or prom and homecoming. And those are just the things that they are going to miss, because I doubt school will come back for the rest of the year for most of us. So you're managing how they feel about this situation. And then the school districts are trying to tell us how to keep our kids going in school. And some of us have students who have specialties that they need at school, like dyslexia services, for instance. And so the school district's trying to do the best that they can to tell us what we need to do and keep our students learning online. But it's a huge challenge. I'm in school full time, and I do a lot of work for a business that doesn't make any money, i.e. me. But it's still important to me, and I still want to do it. And then I'm not a really great teacher. I'm pretty sure that my third grader already knows a lot of things that I don't know. And because the situation isn't laid out in a really clear, organized way, which is not the fault of the administrators in the school district, because this is unprecedented and they're still trying to work through it. But be that as it may, it is still the fact that this is disorganized and we don't know exactly how things are going. And it seems very daunting to me, this task of keeping up with what I need to keep up with, and also making sure that my children are staying on track, especially not knowing how to provide services for someone who has dyslexia. So there's the unknown of this virus and what's going to happen. There's the school thing. There's the isolation. I'm an introvert, so at first I was like, this is not going to be bad at all. I enjoy being home, and I do not like big social settings. But the fact of the matter is, I also do love people and love being around people. And so I just like to be introverted when I want to be introverted. And I don't want to have it be oh, well, you can't do anything because of a horrible virus that's circulating. Those are two totally different things. So The isolation is a thing. Your whole family kind of like tucked into this one spot. I've decided that we are self-isolating as much as possible. My husband still has to go to work, but as far as unnecessary trips anywhere, I don't want to do that. So, and I have older kids, so we have to like kind of go through what that looks like and get everyone on the same page, which isn't always possible. I feel compelled to watch the news, but hate it at the same time. It's really stressful. But I just feel like something's gonna happen and I'm gonna need to know like right away. And I know that's not true and I'm working on it. So that's always kind of in the back of my mind, like what's happening in the world. I live with depression and anxiety anyways. And what that means is that basically I don't go around depressed all the time or having panic attacks, but there are definitely moments when it's kind of flaring, if you will. So I wanted to make this video for those of you who are just feeling the same way I am, that you feel super guilty for the way you're feeling, for, you know, being overwhelmed and feeling down. It is okay. It is appropriate to feel like that. I know that there are a lot of people out there that have it so much worse. And if any of you is watching, I just really am so sorry. I'm so sorry. But for those of us who are managing fairly well, I still don't think it's unreasonable to just kind of be sad or be concerned or worried. And I don't think we should stay like that, but I do think that there are moments, hours, maybe a whole day, where it can become too much. And it's always easier for me to work through how I'm feeling if I'm allowed to feel that way. It's like the beating myself up about it and being so mad at myself for feeling this way when I'm so blessed. That's what kind of tends to make it stay. So just like acknowledging that that discomfort's there and that that feeling of despair is there and that it's okay to feel like that. Of course, you don't let yourself stay like that, but that it's okay to feel like that is important too, at least for me. And I hope that just me telling my story is helpful to some of you to just have a little bit of grace and realize that you're not going to feel this way every day, but acknowledge that you do and give yourself permission. It's okay to feel scared and to feel alone and to feel worried and depressed, because this is a very unprecedented situation and it is global. Even if the stuff is not affecting us personally, I'm pretty sure all of us feel like a sense of community with the rest of the world that is struggling. And I just want to say, I guess, that it's okay that we carve out some time and some permission to feel the way we're feeling. That is all, just a short little video. It was just on my heart that I felt so guilty, and then just feeling like, you know what, this is part of the process. I just wanted to share that with you in case you're feeling the same way too. So I'll talk to you next time. Bye. I had to pop back on with one more point, which is I've noticed that a lot of people are mad at each other about their responses to this crisis, and that happens in every crisis. I just think we need to be a lot more generous with each other and realize we do not all handle things the same way and in the same time. So if you see someone that you think is overreacting, underreacting, being ungrateful, being like overly zen, let them be how they are and you be how you are. And let's just all handle it in our way. We're all striving to have more peace and to just be able to wrap our minds around what's happening and do the best that we can in this situation. So let's give that same benefit of the doubt to other people. So that was my last little point. All right, bye. Shining like a